Shattering Glass, Chapter 11. When I heard what happened, it shocked me. But when I heard who was involved, I doubted my own sanity. I know that Rob oozed animal magnetism and charm, and you might not want to trust charmers. In teaching, you meet lots of those. But young Stewart? Yes. In person, he was kind of buttoned up. Repressed anger, I guess, looking at him from hindsight. Not hard to understand if you've had a conversation with his father. But his English teacher showed me Young's writing. It was observant and sensitive. How could he have gotten swept up in this? I went to Huntsville once and visited. I could never go again. It broke my heart to see him there. Janice Connolly, Rosersvale High School counselor. The next morning, I found Simon. How do we work this schedule business? First, you change your schedule back to creative writing. Connolly's going to have a shit fit. You have to be registered in the course before I build in the override. Okay, I'll do that now. What's next? I go to the office and find the code to the main program. And you'll do that how? Simon looked amused. All it takes is someone clumsy. When? I can get the code today, but we need to wait a couple of weeks before I hack the program. Give everyone a chance to forget anything unusual. Your creative writing class isn't until next semester, right? What about Lance? That'll have to keep. Simon looked around. I'll go with you to Connolly's office and get the access code now. When Glass and I walked in, Miss Connolly looked perplexed. What can I do for you boys? Nothing for me, Miss Connolly. I just came along with Young. Simon was in his bumbling mode. Don't mind me. He pulled his backpack in front and tugged on the zipper. This thing always gets stuck, he said, yanking. I want to drop advanced bio and sign up for creative writing again. Connolly sighed, rolled her head back, and massaged the nape of her neck. I heard little cricking noises as she rocked her head back and forth. Young, how many times do we have to go through this? I know, Miss Connolly, but I finally talked my dad into it. I promised him I would take bio at the community college. It gives me dual credit for high school and college, doesn't it? I oozed juvenile sincerity. Yes, it does, and it's a good idea, but it doesn't count toward your class ranking. Does your father understand that? Yes, ma'am, he does. I'll make the change. She turned to her computer, gave a calculating glance, and tapped the keys. Simon worked on the recalcitrant zipper. He edged closer to the desk and yanked hard. The zipper flew open. Books cascaded out and landed on Miss Connolly's keyboard. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Here, let me help. Simon scattered the books, then tripped and fell across the screen and Miss Connolly. The counselor pushed back. Simon clambered up. Oh, sorry. While his body blocked her view of the screen, Simon punched a key. The screen went blank. Look what I've done. Simon grabbed his books and pointed to the screen. I lost your whole program. Miss Connolly shook her head. Don't worry, Simon. The program saves itself when it shuts down. As she packed the keys, Simon was at her elbow, stuffing books back into his backpack. His eyes watched her fingers, then a slow smile tugged his mouth. I'll wait outside for you, Young, before I do any more damage. He bumbled his way out. All right, we've got you signed up. She hit the print command, ripped off a schedule change, and tossed it to me. Get that signed and you'll be in business. She smiled. I'm glad your father agreed, Young. Your English teacher says you have talent. I hurried out, grabbed Simon by the elbow, and pulled him around the corner. That was unbelievable, Glass. Do you think she suspected? No way. She was just glad to get you out of her office before you destroyed the furniture. Glass shrugged. People wanting to get rid of me is something I'm used to. Well, it worked to your benefit this time. Simon slid a sideways look at me. He was cool and relaxed. No, Young, it worked to your benefit. My good feeling vanished. I owe you one, I muttered. I wanted to smash Glass's face. When Rob helped me out, it was like he was supporting me. But when Simon did, he rubbed my nose in it.